Good morning. Coffee and a treat this morning. So John Turnbull of Powder Blue Sports, the gentleman who invented drive time football, which is one of my favorite football games of all time, released it. He released it and provides it available via his Google Drive, free of charge, with lots of seasons. Fantastic game, fantastic quality. He has been working on his basketball game. I received some files a week or so ago. I just haven't had time to play it, and I didn't really have time to play test it. I did read his rules. I did look to see if there was any glaring things that I thought needed to be addressed. But John, over the last few weeks, has, in my opinion, has completed. I've played a couple of quick run-throughs, not complete games, so I'm not super familiar with it. So I'm going to go a little slow here. I may not be doing it exactly right, but I think I am. It's very it uses the same engine as Drive Time Football with some major additions and tweaks, which is fantastic. This is the 1974-75 ABA. He has some other seasons available for those who don't know. But this is the first season I wanted to play. I love old school basketball, especially in the 60s and 70s. Definitely before the three-point shot became the dominant factor in basketball, right? So I've got the New York Nets here. I had to pick the Nets because Dr. J, I'm a big 76ers fan, and Dr. J is one of my all-time favorite players, and he's on the Knicks here. But then I had to pick my home state, Denver Nuggets, and this was a brilliant team for me as a kid. We played status pro basketball. Dan Issel, David Thompson. Oh my God, there's another Kiki Vandeweghe. Of course, this team does not have Kiki Vandeweghe listed in the top scores, but he actually has the three top scores from every team, so you can tabulate, if you want to, optionally, through the game, who's getting these points. It's incredible. The game starts with you having to do what's called a TSA. You factor by the home team's road, so you roll first to see who gets the edge, home or away. Home is weighted for home, as basketball should be, because we all know that home court is bigger in basketball than probably any sport. Anyway, the Nuggets did 1-4 did get the home team advantage. So then you match up what's called their calibrated points for offense and defense. The home team gets the edge on those, and then there's an SRS matchup. And of course, the Nets come out with a +3 for the whole game. The Denver Nuggets come out with a +10 for the home game. And this Nuggets team was a scoring machine. They won 60. They lost 24. The Nets won 55, lost 29. The Nuggets averaged 122 points a game. The Nets averaged 111. So that +3, +10 is about right on. It's genius. And then you take those points, and I can distribute them across all the scoring segments for the game any way I want to. So I have distributed the Nets +3 points at the end of the first segment, at the end of the first half, last segment, and to start the fourth quarter and to end the fourth quarter segment. So the Nets will have a little bit of help going into the halftime, and the Nets will have a little help starting the fourth and ending the fourth. The Nuggets, on the other hand, have 10 points, and I literally have the Nuggets getting a point all the way until the mid of the fourth quarter. So the Nuggets are going to have this 1-point advantage for basically every quarter segment. All right, so how does this baby work? You're going to roll all the dice together. We've got the decider die, just like football. This determines offense or defense, right? And then, of course, we have the oh my God, the APF roll. God, I couldn't think. But APF roll means you're determining if it's the arc, paint, or free throw scoring segment, okay? So first off, if it says offense, let's say I roll here, or I should say, yeah, offense. So let's first scoring segment, visitor. We're going to start with, actually, he's got a road team on top, so we're going to go with visitor. So next, this is an example. I won't count this. It's going to be the defense. So it's going to show up on the Nuggets. We're going to check the APF roll, 12. 12 on defense for the Nuggets is in the paint. So we're going to look at 6 for defense in the paint. Is 10 points. So the Nets would score 10 points. They have no adjustment, so they would get 10 for that. Now, he has a way to track everything, offense, defense. He does this with his football game. He literally wants to track every roll of the game. This is Grid Zone does this, right? You're supposed to track every single thing, every roll, and get your results and move the ball. I hate this. I literally want to write down the score and who gets the buckets or whatever. So I will just be writing down scores. So I could do this, the 4, 3, right, okay. And that's a good way to make sure if you made any mistakes, you can go back and correct them, that kind of thing. Or you can look back at the game and literally, like a baseball game, if you're looking at a baseball game score sheet done properly, you could literally go through in a baseball game with old score sheets and relive the game. So this is a way to relive the game. The way John scores his games is fantastic, and for most people, I think that they love this kind of thing. I abhor tracking my games this way. I just want to get the result and sort of. So in this first segment, well, heck, I did it right. Let's count it. So the defense, right? So I'm going to put in here defense. This is what he would do. Defense APF roll was was 12. The result was paint. The score roll was 6. The result was 10, and there is no other adjustment here. So they're going to score 10 points this segment. So in the first 6 minutes, or the first 4 minutes or whatever of the first quarter, they're going to score 10. All right, so already we're looking good here. So I can write down here running score, it is 10 right there. No, wait a second. First quarter, second quarter. Yeah, that's right. The first segment of the first for the road team. All right, now, by the way, the score on that was 12. Jones would score, would be credited with those buckets, right? 12. So he would be credited with those. So let's come down here to the Nets. Jones. And where's Jones? Jones is going to get 12 points, or 10 points. Okay. Okay, here we go. The Nuggets. Now, their segment score is going to be on the defense. So let's go ahead and do this right. It's going to be defense. The APF roll is 11, 12, 13, 14. The AP results, so 14 on defense, right? 14 on defense is free throw. Damn, that's no good. The score roll is 8 on free throw defense is 6 points. And the score result then, score roll was 8, and the points are 6. And we add 1 for our scoring adjustment, 7, so that's that Nuggets home team value starts to come into play. It's going to be 7 to 6. Now check this out. On the free throw, I'm not certain we give points to the, but I rolled an 8. So Dan Issel would be credited with those. I think you do this for free throws too. Dan Issel would get 7 points. So in the first few minutes of this game, Jones and Issel are doing some damage. That's pretty cool. I think that's how you do that. I may be doing the player lookup incorrectly as far as at how many points it should be. It is optional, but I thought I would do it just for the heck of it. All right, here we go. So let's go on to the road team's second segment. This is going to be defense again. So let's go over here, defense. It's going to be 12, 15 was the AP, the roll. The roll, it's going to be a free throw. And then the scoring roll was 3. Ooh, that ought to be interesting. 3 on defense is nothing. Holy cow, they missed the free throw bucket. Hallelujah, I love that. So that segment, not going to be a point put on the board. So they go on a dry spell, baby. And my Nuggets, I'm a huge Dr. J fan, so it's hard not for me to say, hey, dude, Dr. J. But the Nuggets, man, Thompson, Issel, Kiki Vandeweghe, this was a brilliant team. Anyway, through that whole era, in my opinion. All right, 1, hey, it's going to be the Nuggets. Ooh, this ought to be brilliant. So it's going to be offense for the Nugs. This was defense. My D's look like my O's. That doesn't help anybody here. Offense, okay, and then the roll was 5, 6. Ooh, I don't know if that's going to be good. 6 on offense is paint, baby. And the paint score is going to be 6. 6 on the paint score is 11 points. We're going to get a bonus of 1 for our scoring power, 12. And by the way, the roll was a 6. That is nobody in particular. So somebody on the bench scored that bucket. But folks, we're looking at a 0-12. Just like that, it is now 19 to 10 as the Nuggets take a 9-point lead in the first quarter. Holy cow. Okay, it's going to be offense for Dr. J. on the baseline, looking over the defense. He's back and forth, passes it out, gets it back. What's Dr. J going to do with it, baby? Offense, the dot, 10, 11, 12, 13. 8 is so the scoring result. 13 is free throw. Oh, that's not good, but we do get 13 for the score roll. 13 on free, oh, excuse me, not 13. The score roll is 8. 8 on the score roll is 6 points. So, and again, 8, that's going to be, it's not Dr. J, so nobody in particular gets these bonus points, or these points. Oops. And in that final number, we're going to write down 6. So 16 is going to be the first quarter rolling score. Holy cow. So they cut the lead to 3 as Dr. J and company go to work on that offensive in the final moments of the first quarter. It's going to be the Nuggets. This is a killer for them. If the Nuggets win these rolls, holy cow, this was a brilliant offense. 7, 8, 9. Their APF roll is 9. 9 is paint, baby. They're working the paint. I love it. 12. Holy cow, the score roll is 12 in the paint. 16 points. They're going to score 17. Holy Jiminy Christmas, folks. That is 29-30. Holy cow, where's my first quarter running score? It is, isn't there just a score for the first quarter? Where's my quarter scoring? Okay. I don't have that. I don't have just the first score. All right, so anyway, I'll have to do the math. 29, it's 30. Oh, there we go. 36 to 16. 20-point advantage for the Nuggets on the Knicks. That's crazy as hell. The buzzer sounds. They take a break. And the Nets are fiery on the bench, trying desperately to break down. How can we slow these Nuggets down? The Nuggets, of course, at mile-high air, breathing calmly, not sweating so much. The Nets are huffing and puffing already as that high altitude. You get into these landlubbers, these seaside resort hanging outers, right? Here we go, the Nets. I'm going to go to the hometown team for the second quarter. We're going to start with hometown, so I'll roll for the Nuggets first. Nuggets offense. So here we go. Second quarter's underway. It's offense. The roll is 8. The score roll, so 8. 8 on offense is free throw, so that's going to help the Nets slow them down a bit. So you start fouling, right? What's one thing you can do to disrupt an offense? You start hack a shack, so to speak, right? So the Nets are maybe drawing more fouls, but they're taking them out of their rhythm. That's not a bad idea. The score roll is 3. So 3 on that is 0, and that worked. So what the Nets came out saying, we got to mess up their rhythm, and we're just going to have to start drawing cheap fouls, and that's exactly what they've done. The Nuggets are going to get 1 point in the first segment of the second quarter. So the Nets' strategy of fouling is messing up the Nuggets' offensive rhythm. It's brilliant. Defense for the Nuggets. So let's write this down. Defense. The roll is 8, 9, 10. By the way, down here I rolled for the score roll 3. Nobody on the Nuggets got those free throw points, which, by the way, they didn't hit anyway, so it didn't matter. 8. Let's see here. Our score roll was actually 8, 9, 10. So I got this APF roll wrong. 10. Got to pay attention here. I counted wrong. 10. All right, on the defense, 10 is paint. And then the score roll was 2. Oh, that's going to be 4 points. The Nuggets defense getting the job done. They're only going to score 4. But, folks, it is 4-1 in the first segment of the second quarter. However, that makes it 37-20. So they've cut it to 17 points. The Nets need to continue that kind of defensive flavor. Yep, it's going to be defense for the Nets. The Nets had 108. They gave up 109 points a game. The Nuggets gave up 115 points a game. So the Nets have a slight advantage on their defensive side of the ball. And it is going to be the defense for the Nuggets. The roll is going to be, the APF roll is 11. I'll try to use the terminology right too. 11. 11 in the defensive side is paint. That's not good for the scoring roll is 8. 8 on defense in the paint is 11 again. And the Nuggets are going to score 12. And that roll was a 9. That's going to be David Thompson. Gets 12 Wow, good for Thompson. Damn, this team can score. So Thompson in the second is lighting it up. And that 12, man, I'm telling you, the Nets are going to get blown out. This is a best-of-7 series. I have a feeling it's going to be over in 4. Oh, my God, if I could be wrong. Okay, offense, Nets, good job. So offense, the Nets with 10. 14 is their APF roll. Their APF roll is paint, baby. And the paint here, the roll is a 10. In the paint is 13 points. Nice. So they're going to get 13. They are winning the second quarter, folks. And by the way, that scoring roll was a 10. Actually, the APF roll, I'm looking at the APF roll. I've been looking at the wrong number. 10-14, that is nobody special, right? The APF roll here was not David Thompson. It was 11, and that would have been nobody. So David Thompson did not score 12 points. Okay. So I got to remember the APF roll dictates the scorer that's going to be getting this paint buckets, right? Holy cow, folks. So at least the Nets on the road are winning the second quarter so far. Here we go. Final segment of the quarter. It's going to be the Nuggets. Wow. Offense. The APF roll is 15. That is Simpson. So Simpson's going to score here, folks, I believe. The scoring roll, APF result, offense, 15 is free throw. So again, they're hack-a-shacking the Nuggets. It's brilliant. It's a great philosophy. It really has helped them this quarter. I love it. So we're getting to see how they're messing up the Nuggets offense by putting them at the line. 8 is the scoring roll. 8 on offense in the paint or at the free throw line is still 7. Plus 1 is 8 points. And again, Simpson scored that for the Nuggets. And 8 points is so not a great quarter. Only 21 points. The Nets still need to somehow make up about 7 points to get this game interesting. All right, and this is where I spent one of the Nets' points. They're going to get a bonus point here in the final segment of the half. The Nets, Dr. J and company go to work. It's going to be 9, 10, 11, 10, 11, and 11 is Dr. J, baby. Dr. J, 11 is in the paint. Dr. J driving to the rim with that beautiful finger roll. The scoring roll is 8. 8 in the paint for J is 11 plus 1 is 12. Dr. J, baby, before the half's going to score 12 points. And that's going to make it 25. Look at this. 25, 29, and 21. So a big quarter for the road team, the Nets and the Nugs. Oh my God, we got us a ball game here, folks. 57 at the half to 45. So it's closer, but boy, that first quarter just killed the Nets. But see, there's one reason. So I say I have a horror writing all that information down. But you know what's really cool about it? I can now look back and say directly that the Nets forcing them to go to the free throw line in the second is the difference. So the Nets now know the way to beat the Nuggets. We're going to have to keep putting these guys on the free throw line. Just the opposite. In real life, you wouldn't want to give cheap buckets. But if they're doing it to keep them from getting their offense going, you can see how it's working. All right, third quarter, we're going to go back to. Let's go. Start with home. Then in the fourth quarter, we'll see the worst. We'll see the team that's trailing maybe get a shot at an exciting comeback. So let's start with the Nuggets again in the second half as we come out to open the third. It's going to be the defense. So let's come down here to the Nuggets defense. The scoring roll is a 14. That's Simpson, by the way. Defense 14 is free throw. They did it, baby. They're keeping them in the free throw. The scoring number for that is 11 on the free throw. Defense 11. Free throw is 9 points. They're going to score 10 total. Simpson's going to come away with 10. And again, they're keeping the Nuggets down. However, double digits in any segment is a little scary if you're trying to make a comeback. The Nets in their first segment is going to be the defense of the Nuggets. The roll is 10, 11, 12. That's going to be Jones in the scoring numbers. The Jones on defense is paint. Wow, they're giving up. Of course, this was a bad defense. Gave up 116 points a game. And the scoring roll is 9. 9 on defense in the paint is 13. Look at this, man. The Nets are taking advantage. Again, another 3-point quarter. And by the way, that 13 is given to, I think it was Jones, 10, 11, 12. Yep, Jones is going to get that 13. Jones has scored 23 points in this game already. And Simpson has scored 18 for the Nuggets. So Issel and Thompson. Issel has 7. Thompson has yet to show up in the scoring. Here we go. The Nuggets looking at that defense again. Dang it, that ain't going to help the Nugs. We got 9, 10, 11 is the roll. 11, by the way, is nobody special on the Nuggets. So that means on top of everything, they're forcing their worst players to play. It's a paint number. 8 in the paint on defense is 11 plus 1. Whoops, the scoring roll is 8. Dang, I got to remember to write down that roll. 8, 11 points. They're going to score 12. And nobody in particular scores those points. Remember, right now, the Nuggets are also getting a bonus point in every segment until the mid-4th quarter. Oh, it's going to be defense. So, again, that's actually good. They give up more points than they actually score per game. So, they want to be on the Nuggets side here. It's going to be 5. 5 on the APR is paint. Oh, my God. Paint on the scoring roll. The score roll is 5. By the way, the paint was 5. That's not... Yes, it is. It's Williamson's going to score these points. The score roll of 5 in the paint on defense is 9. They do not get a bonus. 9 points. So Williamson's going to get on the board with 9 points. Damn. But they lost that segment. That's not good for the Nets. They pull up the Nugget defense, which is what they want. Okay, here we go. The final segment of the 3rd quarter for the Denver Nuggets. It's going to be their offense. This is explosive. This is where the Nuggets put the game on ice right here. 10, 13 is the roll. 13 is Issel. Finally, Issel. No, Issel has 7. The scoring roll is 7. Whoops. Excuse me. 13 was the roll. 13 is paint. The scoring roll is 7. 7 for Issel in the paint is 12 points plus 1, 13. Issel's has got 20 points on the game, and that's going to be 13 more. That's going to give them 35 3rd quarter points. Holy jeebus. Okay, Nets really got to take off. They got to do something here. They really do. Okay. It's going to be the offense for the Nets. They're going to roll a 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 is no one in particular. That is going to be 15 on offense is free throw. That is not good. The scoring free throw roll is 10. That's okay. 8 points. That is not good, folks. They're going to get, let's see here, 17. Well, they're going to score 30 points in the 3rd. So that's their best yet. That is their best scoring quarter, fortunately. Is that right? 25, 29, 13, 22. Yep, they get 30. So that is their best quarter. However, they gave up 35 to the Nuggets in the 3rd. This game is getting out of hand. At this point, it is 71-92 to 60-75. 92 to 75. 4th quarter is about to start. The Nuggets are too much for the Nets in this mile-high altitude. Here we go. 4th quarter is going to be the Nets to start. It's going to be the defense. That's actually not bad, as the defense gave up 116 points a game. The APF roll is 9. The APF roll on the defense is the paint. The scoring roll is 10. The scoring roll in the paint on defense 10 is 14. They're going to get that bonus. Remember, I said they're going to get a bonus at the beginning and the end of the 4th quarter. That's going to give them 15 points. Great start to the 4th quarter for them. That's their best scoring segment of the entire game. More importantly, who scored that? 7, 8, 9. That's going to be Williamson. Going to get 9. So Williamson has 18 points on the game. Man, genius game, folks. All these little levers. However, once you know how it works, it's you drop and read. It's very, very cool. All right, it's going to be the defense against the Nuggets here. The APF roll is 8, 9. So our APF roll 9 is paint. Our paint roll is 6. 6 in the paint on defense for the Nuggets is in the paint is 9 points. The Nuggets still get to add one. That's 10. By the way, that's their last bonus point. So the Nuggets outscored by 5 in that segment. Maybe we'll see a comeback here by the Nets, man. They're down by quite a bit. I don't know if they can do it. And by the way, the score there is 8-9. 9 for them is Thompson. Not Thompson. It is Williamson. No, that was the Nuggets, wasn't it? Yeah. Sorry. So it is Thompson. Oh, finally, Thompson shows up in the fourth quarter. That's his first score. It's his first points of the game. David Thompson was a great shooter. Dan Issel was a great mid-range big man. All right, so it's going to be the Nets. I don't know if the Nets want this. They only scored 112 points a game. Not only, it's pretty good, but the APF score here is 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 for them is paint. The paint score is 5. And 5 is, I'm already getting faster, is 8. They do not get a bonus here. So 8 points, not great. And who scored that? 12. 12, that was going to be Jones. So Jones has had a great day. That's 25. That's 35 points for Jones for the Nets. Okay, here we go. The Nuggets, second segment. It's going to be offense. Dang, that is just not good for the Nets. It's going to be 10 on the APF roll. 10 is paint. This is going to be Dan Issel and company. And we're going to roll an 11 in the paint. Damn, 14 more. They do not have a bonus score this time. Score roll is 11. 14 is the score. They don't get a bonus, but they're going to score 14. They scored 8. Folks, that's just killer. There's no way they can come back now. And by the way, that 8, 9, 10 is nobody in particular scoring there. All right, final segment of the game. The Nets going to be looking at the defense of the Nuggets, which is good for them, actually. 5, 6, that ain't so good for them. Nuggets 6 is paint, but the Nuggets are going to give up a paint look. They're going to give up a 7 scoring roll in the paint. That's 11 points. They're going to get a bonus bucket of 1. That's going to be 12 for the Nets to wrap up this game. They're going to score 20. 35 in the fourth, by far their best quarter. They gave it the best try they could. They have to hammer the Nuggets here on this segment. I don't know if they're going to be able to do much. It's going to be defense, though. That's good. And it's going to be 11, 12, 13. And then we're going to see 13 on the defense's free throw. That's what they wanted to do. Their best defensive quarter was when they put them at the free throw line. So that's genius. The scoring roll is 11, though. That's still going to be 9. So they put them there and gave up too many. So you can imagine these are late fouls, right? Stopping the clock. They're fouling late, putting easy shots up. And that's going to be a 9-point segment for them. And folks, it's going to be a 24-30 3-point quarter. The final score for this game, unbelievable. Let's see if I need a calculator so I don't mess this up. Anything over 5 is a big number in my head, folks. I have to use calculators. So we got 16, 29, 30, 35. They scored 110, baby. Damn, that's sweet. And the Nuggets 36. They are so good. 21, 35, and 30. Oops, 33 is 125. Hallelujah. So the Nuggets are going to win the first game in the series at home. They're going to be up 1-0. This is game 1 of a best of 7. 125 to 110. Let's go ahead. Irving scored 12. Williamson scored 18. Jones scored 25, 35 points for R. Jones. And you'll have to forgive me, I cannot think who R. Jones is. Damn it. I don't know who that is. I probably do, but it's not coming to me right now. David Thompson got 9, and all that came in the fourth quarter. Issel scored 20 on the game, and Simpson scored 18. Despite their 3 best players really not scoring well, the rest of the players on the team and the bench really lit it up for the Nuggets. Fantastic. This has been Baseline Basketball by Powder Blue Sports, John Turnbull's baseball game. And I know John's working on a hockey game too, folks. And if it's anything like this, his football game, fun as hell and accurate as heck. This basketball game, I think, by far, it's probably going to be, I would say this is probably more valuable to the community. There just aren't a lot of brilliant basketball games for our hobby. I'm sorry to say it. If you were to say, what is the one sport that is grotesquely underachieved in the tabletop sports realm, I would say it's basketball. And so John has an amazing game here. So I'm going to be playing more. I'll probably do another game in video as well, but I thought I would introduce it and try to do it, properly, describe how it works, and keep it a little slow because you know me, I'm a fast mover. So thanks for watching. Good day.